chapter says even if you love potato strips, eating them for 6 days straight is a bit much. Seeing the elf as obvious delight, Jomly swallowed his unspoken words. The other word that people weren't new to this. When the supermarket first opened, adventurers ate instant noodles daily, then switched to hot pot, never tiring of it. Watching the silver-haired elf live with his plain toil, Jomly shook his head, clearing stray thoughts, and continued dreaming up customers. Perhaps from expanding all his magic or resolving a worry. Despite losing the duel, Jomly felt oddly light-hearted. After serving the last customer, he sat at the counter, thinking of the elf. In a world of magic and beasts, Jomly knew it wasn't as safe as Earth, which was why he studied magic to protect himself in danger. The silver-haired elf was likely the strongest mage he'd met here, but his own skills were too weak to even graze him. A basic attack had left him scrambling, snapping to. Jomly grabbed his unfinished magic book and resumed studying. This time, it was just a friendly spar, no malice, stopping when his weakness was clear. But if he faced a ruthless foe with killing intent, Jomly doubted he'd escape. True, in a pinch, he could return to Earth to dodge threats, but that would mean never coming back. Unless desperate, he wouldn't take that step. It all came down to improving his strengths. Once he mastered basic magic, he'd check shops for tech spell grimoires. After morning business, Jomly locked up, grabbed a magical storage pouch from a shop, and left the supermarket. In half a morning, news had spread across Star City. Along the way, residents greeting him mentioned the morning duel. Especially mages, rarely could they witness two great mages clash, and missing the details left them regretful. By the time Jomly reached Morton's potion shop, it took longer than usual. A strange smell wafted from the shop, likely from brewing potions. Keeping passers-by at a distance, Jomly pushed open the door, finding the counter empty. He called, "Mr. Morton, are you here?" After a moment, Morton emerged from the back, removing his gloves. He said grimly, "Sorry for the wait, I am working on an antidote. I heard you had a duel with Mr. Mazzurno today. How did it go?" "I lost," Jomly said. Morton looked disappointed, moving behind the counter. "What do you want to buy today?" "I need hair growth potions," Jomly said. "I want your entire stock, all of it?" "Yes." Morton's gaze lingered on Jomly's head, hesitating. "You don't seem to need that much." Jomly paused, defending his full hair. "It is not for me." Morton didn't pry. Per Jomly's request, he gathered all the hair growth potions from the shelves and retrieved the rest from storage. Perhaps due to less stress than Earth's S996 culture, the shop had ample stock. Morton confirmed. "All of them?" Jomly nodded. "Yes, please pack them up." Lin Xinguru alone had ordered 100 bottles, paying a hefty deposit. Though Jomly hadn't opened the supermarket during those days, he'd visited the other world briefly, buying a few potions for Lin Xinguru to take back for their business venture. Whether selling hair growth potions on Earth would succeed was uncertain, but the 100-bottle order was solid. Glancing over, Jomly noted Morton's stock fell short of 100. "Please make another batch. I'll pick them up in a couple of days." He placed a money pouch on the counter. "This is the payment." A single potion wasn't cheap, and 100 added up to a fortune. Morton looked up, his usually dour face showing surprise. It was a big order, but he didn't ask questions, accepting the deposit and noting the task. "Come back in 5 days at noon." "Got it." Jomly packed the potions into his enchanted bag and left. As he neared the exit, Morton called out, "Mr. Jomly, what? Need any poison?" In the dim shop, Morton stood in the shadows. His eerie tone like a specter asked, "My poisons are the most effective in nearby cities. If you need any, I can pick the deadliest for you." Zhang Li, why would he need poison? Zhang Li politely but firmly declined. "No, really, I am good. After buying the hair growth potions for Lin Shinguri to ship back to us." Zhang Li went for magic books. Most books sold in shops covered basic magic. Zhang Li browsed, picking up a few new ones, but none had advanced spells. Though one was a plant magic compendium, still, they were better than nothing. For a novice like him, jumping to advanced magic was too ambitious. He needed a solid foundation. With the books in hand, he dove in earnestly. When Mazzurno passed the supermarket again, he saw Zhang Li at the entrance, engrossed in a book, studying the succulent plant. Alone, Mazzurno watched for a moment. Zhang Li finished reading a section, then placed his hand on the succulent. Green light glowing at his palm. The plant quivered, its plump leaves rustling. The change started at his touch, spreading across the plant. When Zhang Li pulled back, the green leaves had turned multicolored, from a green succulent to a rainbow-hued one. Zhang Li, wow! Mazzurno, satisfied. Zhang Li closed the book, turning to see the silver-haired elf nearby, looking like he wanted to speak. Startled, he said, "Mr. Mazzurno, when had he arrived?" Mazzurno nodded slightly. "Here to shop?" Zhang Li asked warmly. "You bought plant oil last time. Have you mastered the potato strips recipe?" "No." Mazzurno shook his head. "I tried many times, but it doesn't taste like the restaurant has." Levi, Dao City as top chef, excelled at recreating recipes. Even a simple dish like potato strips surpassed others' attempts. Matching his skill wasn't easy. The elf continued, "I am not shopping. I am heading to Levi's restaurant." Zhang Li, no. Mazzurno, to eat potatoes. Zhang Li, he couldn't help asking, "Have you been eating potatoes every day lately?" Not counting the prior 5 days, it had been several days since their duel. "Yes, Levi's has so many dishes. Why not try something else?" "I did," Mazzurno said earnestly. "Your recipes are the best on the menu." Zhang Li blinked, realizing it did tie back to him. Of the recipes he shared, only potato strips were vegetarian. It wasn't his fault winter as snow left fields barren, making vegetables costly. People ate more beast meat, and the other world as produce was less varied than Earth's, lacking items like bell peppers or cauliflower. So, Zhang Li's recipes focused on meat, adapted by Levi, but the elf, a strict vegetarian who avoided even animal fats, could only choose potato strips. Zhang Li touched his nose. "In a few days, I'll give Levi more recipes." Mazzurno's eyes lit up. "Will there?" "Yes, more vegetarian dishes. Even potatoes had more preparations than just strips." The elf's face visibly brightened. Zhang Li returned to the supermarket, noticing the elf followed. Mazzurno curiously surveyed the interior. Having barely looked last time, the shop was warmer than outside, thick with magical elements in every corner. Unlike others who thought it used fire magic rays, Mazzurno sensed no heating spells. He scanned the shelves: plant oil, rice, hot pot base, and items he couldn't name. The supermarket as fame echoed across Star City, its unique goods unraveled in the Leland continent. Finally, Mazzurno's gaze settled on Zhang Li. The young human sat at the counter, engrossed in his new magic book. Noticing the elf's stare, he looked up, puzzled. "Mr. Mazzurno." The elf pulled a few silver coins from his pocket. It was his meal money, exactly enough for potato strips and rice. "This is all I have," he said. "What can I buy here?"